With the purification the Kundalini is doing, Kriyas, and exchanging of habits, in views and values, and systemic everything. And so we really try to crack how difficult the code has been, and we know who we can trust. Everyone is different, so we have to kind of gauge our audience, tune their vibration and their level of receptivity, and how spiritually lit they are, whatever. And so each person requires seemingly a different answer, which can be very taxing on you, the individual, to be constantly in such a sensitive state all day. To me, like having to feel like someone else's level of liability untuned. And the frustration on the inside of you, light spirits, would lead to just an easy isolation. And in this, I know that it's not the right answer, but I share too much with some people, perhaps go off the deep end, and there are others that are probably cultured more than me, and they just have the language, the words. They talk to everybody about this ego red, and once the community is coupled together, then cobblestones are being talked about, and it's not much easier to know how, when, and whom to share this experience, and the shelling of the soul so critical, and this just holding. And I think a number of things that happen when we're wanting to connect, and we want to be seen and felt in these states of such sensitivity, and you're learning to have a level of where your body's acclimating to a new level of understanding and the feeling truth. So I feel like a couple of things can happen when you're in exchange. One is the other person can know what to do, not know how to be present, which isn't their fault. We're not taught to be present. We're really, what anybody wants is true, attuned presence. No verification, and very few people know how to do that. And you can end up taking care of the other person's uncomfortable feelings with what you're going through, because they don't know what to do or say, because they don't have any context of selves, which isn't their fault. And on Thursday, they might magic. So it's on a level of what they've experienced. On the same note, what is it? Sid, would be it's lonelier than before, uh, and it's like a crabbling community, right? Essentially, a space to share and believe in love after love. And that's where you really hold the space of attuned, openness, that nothing is going to be rejected upon you. It's safe. We don't think you're crazy. We don't think your experience is exactly what ours. From 7 to 8, and the fundamentals of a Thai salon, like a spa with massage all day long with the Thai professionals, profoundly gold. Then snow, summer snow, and other botanical hydrangeas, and you relate to in community, like Critical Spider-Man 3 and Tom Holland, and it's a new dress. People who are padding this experience on the loved ones. Obviously, a bunch of them are alchemized, not appropriately shared about, like a center for you, like a little intro of this topic. Maybe we can do like a Q&A or a discussion around it, and did Lil inspired to share the conversation this morning, and the question of like how are you becomes really interesting. And what an example Cajun Thai experience myself was, certain loved ones they want to hell, and viewed me as exact, or like needy, or you're damaged goods, you're somehow compromised, which is true, but the last thing you want to feel is on subjective tyro objects, like as someone who is ill, more like a project or like a study. Even some people with the best intentions poop, and they want to understand how to not experience the psychic part of the subject, like study, which made me feel more like I was an alien, despite care. Yeah, dust loving over that, like a chinchilla. So we can answer, we can explore in one another calmly, feel less about, calluses. And I think there's tiredness and inability to know you're not about here. You can just kind of re-engage with what we don't have to know. We can know in here, and we can not veer together. And then that creates more of a staple beast kind of Loch Ness monster, yeah? Like on the level of the world's understanding right now. That's what and hence ancient traditions that it's captured and kept because they would just be ostracized and capitalized, crucified, yeah, literally. So we can learn from the caution with which this information is shared only among members